Good afternoon to all the participants. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 5th 5 days National Faculty Development Program on writing research articles using Latex Overleaf. We are thrilled to have the participants from various institutions joining us for what promises to be an enriching experiences. Over the next 5 days, we will dive into the fundamentals of Latex, one of the most powerful tools for writing professional quality research articles, theses, books, and reports. Latex is an essential tool for academic professionals offering precise control over document formatting and typesetting, particularly when dealing with complex mathematical equations, citations, tables, and references. Today, many journals and conferences expect research articles to be formatted using Latex, making it a must-have skill for every researcher. We will begin our journey today with the basics of our primary goal is to make everyone comfortable with the Latex environment and Overleaf, which is a cloud-based platform for Latex editing. The topics we will cover today are foundational to building your skills in Latex. So by the end of the session, you will be comfortable enough to create your own basic elements. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Janani Rajaraman, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, Sri Chandrasekharan Saraswati Vishwamahavidyalaya, Kanchipuram. So the 5 days schedule is day 1, that is on today, 9/9/2024. We are going to study on Introduction to Latex and Introduction to Overleaf by creating your first Latex document, section levels, and table of contents. Day 2, that is tomorrow, 10/9/2024. We are going to see about styling of pages, that is formatting the page, multi-column in a documents. Day 3, 11/9/2024, we are going to see on formatting the contents, that is text alignment, left hand side, right hand side, middle, center, justified, and bullets and numbering. Day 4, 12/9/2024, we are going to see about equations, figures, and tables to be inserted in your document. And last day, day 5, 13/9/2024, we are going to see about the bibliography, text files, and indexing and citations. So this is the 5-day schedule for this National Faculty Development Program. Today, the day 1, we are going to start about what is Latex and what is Overleaf. What is the connection between Latex and Overleaf? The only connection is do the same thing but different way. Latex is nothing but a document preparation system, particularly useful for technical and scientific writing. Overleaf is a cloud-based platform for writing that documentation. In the cloud-based platform, we are going for this Overleaf. The main advantage of this Overleaf is it is an online editor with real-time collaboration and sharing options. That is, you can share your document to the other person anywhere in this world to give his comments on this article which you are writing. So creating your first Latex document, we will start by learning how to create and compile a basic Latex document, including the understanding of the structure of a Latex file, adding text, and understanding compilation errors. So this is the method of creating a first Latex document in Overleaf. So I have given a brief introduction here. After this presentation, we will have a live hands-on training how to log in with your Overleaf and how to create a project. The step 1 is in creating your first Latex document or any Latex document in Overleaf. The first step is to create an Overleaf account. It is free account. You can create it using your Gmail credentials or your official credentials. Next, step 2 is you are going to open a new project. The new project can be of any template types or without template. You can fix your template. Step 3 is how to interface your editor and your output. So these are all the 3 steps that we are going to do in hands-on while creating your first document in Overleaf. So the next one is like basic document structure. So once you have opened your Latex and open your environment, there is some certain procedures that you should follow. So that is, you should decide whether you are going to use a book or an article or a report or a CV or a letter. these are the certain things we are going to see. So let me go to the Overleaf website and give you practical hands-on as and when we see the contents. So can you able to see my screen, that is Overleaf editor screen? Can anyone just post your comment in the chat box whether the window is visible? The participants in the audience, can anyone say, yeah, I got a comment like, yes, yes, thank you so much. So we will move on to that Overleaf. So directly you can write it as overleaf.com, or if you are beginner you can just select google.com and you can write Overleaf. So when you click on this Overleaf in Google search window, so the first search engine which appears is like Overleaf, online latex editor. So just click on that. You can see the front page of your Overleaf editor box. So there you have various options. So is that screen is visible? The fonts are visible? Can anyone say me in the comments whether it is visible? Okay. I think I have zoomed it now. Yeah, visible. Thank you. Right. So here there are various options to log in. So it is better to go with your sign up with your Google. So you can use your own credentials Gmail account, or you can use your official's credentials. So whatever you have, you can just click on that sign up with Google. You can select your account. So am I going fast? Because if you are trying in parallel, I can just go a bit slowly. So I request the participants to try parallelly. Just open your Internet Explorer, Google Chrome box, and type Google, search there Overleaf. You will get the front page of Overleaf and select your account. So I am selecting my official account. So you can choose whichever you want, your login ID, right. So once you have already done with this page, please let me know. If you have done, I can just go. Yes ma'am, visible. Yes sir, it is visible. Please let me know whether you have done with your credentials login. Are you doing parallelly? If anybody is doing parallelly, please send the details. Like if anybody is doing parallelly, I can go slow bit, or am I going fast? So please drop your messages in the chat box, so that if you have any queries, I can stop then and there. Okay, fine. Right. So let us choose. Since I have used many projects, I will get the list of projects. But if you are doing for the first time in your Overleaf, you will get something in the left hand top corner called new project. So this new project, when you click on this new project, it will give you the options like whether it is a blank project, or you are going to use an example project, upload project, import from GitHub. So what all this is like, blank project is you are going to create a new one. It doesn't have any template. You are going to decide the template. So based on that, we can select blank project. Example project is if the project has been already submitted by someone and you are going to download that and going to work on that, you can choose example project. Upload project is the method or the template which is given by the journal publications. And import from GitHub, it is by using your Python library and Jupyter interface. So beyond this, these are all the creation of projects. So beyond that, if you want to use any templates that is available, like academic journal, if you are going to write a book or a formal letter, homework assignment, poster, presentation lab, even resume you can print. So here if you choose any one, let us take some example like I want to prepare a book. So if you want to prepare a book, there will be various templates available. Like it depends on the country wise. Books are of various templates available. Like we have more templates. So let us take some example. Like in the 4th page, I am taking something called programming OOP, program Shion or War and Peace. So whatever template you have, you want to choose, you can click on that. So once you click on that, it will open 3 categories like open as a template, view source and view PDF. So this view PDF will tell you what is the output of that book, the book type. See, it has 6 pages. The template itself has 6 pages. So they have given the author name, the translation, edition, date of publications, and this special tags, email ID, the contents. These are all the formats they have given for this type of book. If you are going to use the outside or the template is the same thing, the content only varies according to your requirement. So this is like while seeing the PDF. If you want to see the source, so what will happen is what you have written, the comments, the latex files, entire file will be shown here. If you click on that, you see this is the template of that entire latex document. So you can use this source file and you can edit your required page. So this is on the type of book. So let us close. If you want to open as a template, so be sure that if you want to open this as a template, you should be very much careful, like you are going to edit this book itself in the Overleaf. See, let me click on this. So it will open the Overleaf template itself for that book. So now you can use this template and you can start writing the content. Alright. So these are all the advanced stages of the latex Overleaf. So if you are a beginner for this Overleaf, so this is how it will appear, the War and Peace book. So if you are a beginner for this Overleaf, just wait for 5 days. Once this FDP 5 days is over, you will become master in how to use all these templates available. So if you are not using this template, you can go back to your main pages where you have searched everything. So I am coming back to my main page. So let us go back with this title, that is new project. So whenever you open a Overleaf and you have logged in with your credentials, you will get 2 windows in parallel. The first window is your menu window and second window is the total number of files you are using in your login credentials. So if you scroll down, you can see how many papers I have worked. I have totally worked on 77 projects. So these are all if you want, you can have it, or else you can delete it. That is not a problem. So if you are going to create a new project, you are going for a first time this latex, that too in Overleaf, click on the new project. So I am not going to use any templates, I am not going to use anything. I am just going to go with the blank project. So if you are doing parallelly, kindly do that. I am going to select the blank project. Once I have selected the blank project, it will ask for the blank project name. Always remember, the name should start with an alphabets. So let us take day 1, introduction, whatever you want, or I can write first document. You can keep your name. So I am taking like this. It can be caps, it can be small, it can be a mixture of caps and small, anything of it nature. But remember, this day character, it should be starting with an alphabet, not with a number. So once your file name is fine, you give create. So now what will happen is this Overleaf will create a window, a new window. Alright, so this Overleaf will create a new window. So this new window will have 4 sub windows. The first one on the left top is called as menu window. So this menu window will have what are all the files you are going to use to create this document. Whatever document you are planning to create, or any figures, any tables, any whatever documents you have, anything you are going to add extra, any videos, anything you are going to add extra in the document, you can use this files here. So we will explain you how to do all those things in the upcoming days. So by default, the first menu will be your main.txt. because .text is the format of your document, latex document, and main is the name. By default this overleaf will create. You can edit the name also. By clicking this 3 button, you can give the name as, let us take first document. But don't forget it should be in .text file. So I have created as .text. The second left to bottom is called as file outline window. This file outline window will tell you what are all the headings you have provided, subheadings you have provided, subheadings you have provided, where are the tables located, figures name, figures numbers, table name, table number, all those things will be shown here. That is your file outline. The third window is the center window part, is something called as code editor. So I think is the screen is visible. Shall I zoom it, or can you able to see? Right, okay. Let me zoom the screen first. Okay. So I hope the screen is visible now. Okay. So the code editor is the major work for all of us to do our preparation for your document. So here only you are going to write or learn or whatever you are insert and everything you are going to do. So by default, if you create a file, the first file, as the name suggests, main.text, by default it will give the name as title, the author and the date. So the title is how you have created the name of the file, that is your title. Author is your credentials on what login you have done. Date is the at what date you have created. So for the first basic programming, let us select all these lines and give delete. So let us select all this line and press delete. Right. So once it is done, you will get an empty screen that is called as code editor. So the first line of your latex document must contain /document class. Right. So what is this /document class? Is a package like this document which you are preparing is an article or a presentation or a book or a report or a CV or a letter. What type of document you are going to prepare? So let us take, I am going to prepare an article. So you can press character A, by default it will show, or you can type your entire character, whichever you want you can choose. Say I am doing once again, I can just give /document. If you press document, it will list out the comments that is already available. So I will select this document class. Inside I am writing article. So article is my package. I am going to write an article for any magazines or anywhere you want to submit anything, research paper, everything. You can choose this an article. So once you have selected an article, this overleaf will make a setup of margin, left side, top side, right side, everything. It will make its own arrangements, like this the gap, that is 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. In Word we have to give the margin setup. Here if you select the document class, it will do by default, but there is an option to change also, that is also available. But by default whatever it is having, it will fix for an article. So now we are going to write the document. So all the documents in latex must begin with document. So this /begin document is, if you are doing anything with the /begin, it is called as an environment. In the environment you are going to write or you are going to prepare your documents. So by default if you give begin with anything, automatically it will fix for end. So I am writing begin document. So automatically it will get fixed with end document. So whatever content you are writing for preparing this PDF, everything must start after this begin document, must end before end document. This end document is your last line of your entire coding. You should not write anything below end document. Everything must be there inside. So this is the documentation setup for your article. So let me write one line, that this is my first latex document in Overleaf. Right. So now is our task. So we have written the content. We need to know whether what we need is obtained. It is nothing but we are going to run the program or execute this program. So to execute the program, you can see on the top right corner something called as recompile. So this recompile will compile your code in the code editor and give you an output in PDF. So let me explain that. Okay, so I am just giving the recompile option. It is doing compilation, and you can see very well this is my first document. So let me zoom it. Right. So this is my first document. So we can see parallelly, this is my first latex document in Overleaf. So whatever you write in the code editor, if you are compile it, it will first check for the syntax error and then it will produce an error. So by default, if you give any command with /begin, it will automatically fix with /end. Not only the document, you have various environments like table, figure, graphs. There are various equations. So wherever you need that separate environment to be created, you can use /begin. If I don't want anything like that, you can just like this start typing your document. So let me take some content or some text to show you how to write all those things. Right, okay. So this is my first latex document. So I have copied some content from some page. So I am writing this. See, you have more lines here. So let us remove all this and all citations. You will see one by one later stages. Right. So now I am going to compile this. So I can see some bunch of 5 to 10 lines of coding. So now I want to know, like say for example, see in the output, if you see, I think it is visible, right? In the output, it is see there is a continuous of paragraphs. But in the code, I have written this national treasure was released worldwide on November 14, 2024 as the next line. So I wrote it in code as next line, but in editor window it is not taken as next line. So what you should do is you can just use a command called new line. So when you write as a new line, the characters or the text that is following next to that will be in the new line. So let me compile that. You can show. See here it is national treasure was released worldwide. So here also we can say like the first paragraph started with some indent or some space. The next line it is doing like this. So if you want to start as a new line, new paragraph. So there are difference between new line and new paragraph. If you want to choose as a new line means it will not give any tab space, indent will not be there. If you want to choose as a new paragraph means you should give new /paragraph and compile that. So then you can see like all those things will be starting as the new paragraph. So there is a difference between your paragraph and your new line. This is based for the article. So let us see the next, this is your first setup for starting your latex document. I have told you like you should fix your document class, whether it is an article, report or a CV. Then you should write begin document. Then if you want you can include new line, or else it is absolutely your requirement, because when you prepare any thesis or textbooks, you must know, the author must know when to start the new line. So whether you want new line, you can include that, or else you can skip that. So time being I am skipping it. So I am having a 10 to 15 lines of a document. Right. So now we need to know whether this national treasure is under which heading it is coming. So the next topic is what we are going to see today is something called as section levels. So just a minute. Right. Okay. So I think the screen is visible. Yeah, I request the participants not to send your details here. If there is any queries or any problem in your live telecast, please drop it in your share box, not in your details required. Right. So is the screen is visible like I have shared on with my presentation? So the next topic which we are going to cover today is your basic latex document structure. Okay, so the next topic which we are going to start is section levels. So what are the section levels? The section levels are called hierarchical structure to organize the content. That is the technical definition. So we will just see the structure to organize your content. Let us take like heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. If you have any sections like that, you can use. So some of the comments I have shared here is like slash section, slash subsection, slash subsections, slash paragraph. We have already seen that, slash subparagraph. So basically you can ask like how do you know this commands, how to get that commands. So there is a basic structure or basic book for latex. So I will share that in the day 5. You can use that as a reference, or meanwhile when you practice or start writing your thesis in this format, you will try to understand what are all the commands available. Okay, so let me explain this data structure with your latex overleaf. So let me know you can able to see the screen, overleaf screen. Okay, is the screen is visible? Can anybody say me in online? Is the screen is visible? Please type in the chat box. No. Okay, fine. So just please stay in line. I will just check what is the issue. Right, the screen is not visible. Okay, please check now, refresh yours. Please let me know whether you can able to see the screen. I have now used the overleaf window. Yeah, is the screen is visible? Now visible. Okay, fine. Right. Please, the participants, please let me know whether the screen is visible. Yes, okay. You can provide your details later stages, not now. So I will just explain you how to go with your sections. Okay, I have not done anything, right? Right. So this is our paragraph. So let me explain you the sections, then we will see the output. Okay. So now I have written some document about the national treasure. So first of all, we should give the title for this project or title for this paragraph. So after begin document, give a command called title. So this will give you the title, whatever name you want, you can fix. So I have kept as National Treasure 2004. Sorry, 2004. Right. So after that I am pasting this content. So let me just run this and show you whether we got the title there. Right. See, we have got the title National Treasure 2024 and September. Maybe let us remove that September. We will see the title. Right. Okay. So now we got the title and the content. So now we will move on to the subsections. So let me write, the first one is my section. So I need to give the heading for the sections, like let us take introduction to National Treasure. So if I run the program or run, it will tell me like there will be an option for heading, introduction to National Treasure. You can see here, it is already bold and it is already numbered. So by default, all the sections will be numbered from 1 to 1, starting from 1, it will keep on going till your document ends, and by default the text will be bold. So now I am going to write some paragraph. So let us take some paragraph from here. Right, I have pasted this. So now I am going to run the program. If I run the code, I can very well see the content that is coming under the section number 1. So now we will go on to the next heading, that is subsection / subsection. So I have given introduction, let us write it as history. So I don't have some content, so I am copying paste the same content. So I am compiling here. So you can see now the history comes as 1.1 history. So if you want to write it in caps, you can write it in caps, HISTORY. Absolutely how you required, you can write it. So this is the advantage of this blank document. You can decide whether everything should be in caps or small, what is the space you want, where it has to come, the figure has to come bottom or top. Everything can be occupied or decided by you. So next we have something called a subsection. Right. So I will paste the same content here. Okay. So if I run the program, I can see what is happening in the background. Right. So here the page setup, first page is over. So the remaining content automatically goes to the second page. It automatically goes to the second page. This is how your document look like. Your title, the date of preparation. If you use the same command tomorrow, automatically the date will change to 10. So by default we have given that make title will do that work. So next you have section 1, section 1.1, subsection 1.1.1. So if you see now the file outline, the window I told you na, the file outline will tell you the section 1, section 1.1, section 1.1.1. So if you are using 100 lines of code or you keep on writing, if you want to go to that first session and take some data means, you can click here. Automatically the pointer will go to that position and you can refer whatever you want to do. So that is the process of this file outline. If you want, you can keep, or else you can unbox that also. You can move everything. This is happening. If this two things window is not needed for you while doing the code means, just press this arrow. Automatically that will be hidden. If you want to know get back, that means just press on this, it will again come back. So this are all is how you need to work. When you are working, how you need, whether you want to see or don't want to see, it is absolutely your requirement. So the same content, I have some content here. I have taken this as an article and I am showing to you. So now let me convert this document class into book. Alright, and see what is happening. If I didn't do any change, I have just changed the document class from article to book. So I am compiling it. See how it is happening. The book has the title. I have not taken any sample book. I am creating a book of my own. So the book name is National Treasure 2004, and see how it occurs. So the book numbering will start from 0.1, 0.1.1, because the problem here is the book has chapters. So you should give as chapter, then only it will give the chapter number accordingly. So let us try that also. /chapter. See what is happening. It is named as chapter 1. Right? So the introduction for the chapter 1 is given. So next we have 1.1, Introduction to National Treasure. Next we have History 1.1.1, and see it has been stopped here because 3 subheadings only your Latex will support. Chapter 1 is one heading, 1.1 is one subsection, 1.1.2 is another subsection. So it can support only 3 subheadings. Beyond that headings it will not support. So since we have chosen document class as book, by default the chapter 1, the name of the chapter 1, it will come automatically on the header and footer. Say for example, if I want to give the chapter name, that is introduction. Already we have given introduction. Huh? Yes. Okay, chapter, book on, whatever name you want you can keep. National Treasure 2004. So now if I run the program or compile it, you see the difference. The first page, maybe I can just zoom it. Right. You can see the first page, because in the book format, the right side, the left side, and all those things you have to see. So let me just download this. I can't open here. Okay, so when you open a textbook, imagine you are opening a textbook. This is the book name that appears on the right side of your textbook. So left page, that is page number 2, will be blank. Next we have page number 3. There is your chapter 1. The name of the chapter is Book on National Treasure 2004. Then we have subheadings, and see how at the top, footer and header it is happening. Chapter 1 is the name given, and for that chapter 1, what is the name we have given, that is appeared. So all these things, like it has to appear, the header has to appear, the footer has to appear, everything can be decided by you. And since it is a book format, whenever we see a book format, you can see all even pages will come at the top. Odd page numbers will come at the bottom. So these are all the templates that is already been fixed by Latex Overleaf if you are going to use an environment called book. If you are going to use an environment called article, accordingly these things will change. Article will not support a type called a chapter. It will not support. So there is no word that relates chapter with article. Article means there is only heading. Book means there is a chapter. Right. So once you have written the book, I have written some books. So now in that book we have 600 pages. So normally we will check for appendix or we will go for an indexing. So in Word document we have some procedure to include the table of contents, but here it is very simple to include. Like after begin document, just type table of content. That's all. The keyword is / table of contents. So once you have done like this, I am just compiling it. See, automatically you can see there is a word called content. What is the chapter name, chapter number, chapter name? Inside that, what is the subsection? This is 1.1 is my subsection. 1.1.1 is my subsection. So how I have designed there, accordingly it will come here. So I have given capital ISTORY there, here also it is coming like that, and by default it will fix the page number. So by default it will fix the page number. You cannot going to edit the page number later stage. So but if you are doing writing book for more than 100 or 200 pages, all this automatically the table of contents get loaded there. It doesn't require any of your effort. You just need to include the command called / table of contents. It will automatically add your chapter name, subsection, sections and everything. So now let us write, see, the national treasure is a 2004 American action adventure. So now I want to give some highlight to this text content here. It was written by Jim Koff and Wibble Lace. So I want to give an, if we go the output, see all this font, this is default font of Latex Overleaf. If you want to change, you can change by using proper commands. So now let me take an example like and directed by John Turteltaub. So the author, that is the director who has designed this movie, I want to highlight his name. So what I will do is, like, either I can bold it or I can italic or I can underline that. So I will search this name, John Turteltaub. So give /text BF. BF is nothing but bold font. So give inside the bracket whatever content or whatever text you want to make it as bold. Give this command /text BF, open flower bracket, give the content, close flower bracket. So now if I run the program, run the code, you can see the author name is written in bold. So wherever you want to give such impressions, you can use for the text. So and similarly, I want to like the Treasure franchisee and stars Nicolas Cage is in lead role. So I want to give the lead role as an italic. So what I can do is /text IT. I can give as IT. So if you see the output, we can see is in the lead role. So this is the text or the command /text bold /text IT and all. If I don't know that command, but I want to be bold or I want to italic and all, I don't know the command, what I can do is just go to the place where you want to bold it or text it or italic. If I want to bold, give Control B. Automatically the comments will come. The instruction will come as /BF. So you just change only the flower bracket. If you don't know I don't know what is the command I need to use, but I want to be bold, italic, and the mari veno abdina, you can use like that. So same way I want to use like back of United States. So I can use Control I. So automatically that command will come. You can just press the flower bracket and compile that. You can get the answer. So you can see here, I have given Harvey Kettle as a bold and United States Declaration of Independence in italic. So every time when you change the program, you have to compile that code to see the output. Even if you find lazy to go to this compile and do, just in the code editor itself give Control S. Automatically it will do the compilation. It is always not necessary, you should take your mouse and check. You can give Control S. And the only format that is output available is only in PDF format. We cannot get Word document out of Latex. If you use any software or any editor for Latex, TextWorks or this Overleaf, you will not get the output in document file. You will get only in PDF file. So I will just have a recap of what we have studied so far in this today's session. So I have told you how to create a new document, text file, how to rename the document, and what are all the document windows that is available. This is menu window, file outline window, code editor window, and output window. And what is this menu window will have what are all the documents that is available. Say for example, if you want to upload a image, you can use it here. If I want to use another text file, say if you are writing a thesis, it will have various chapters. So chapter 1 can be as one document, chapter 2 can be another document. So if you want to create multiple documents, you can use here, create a new file, it will ask for chapter 2. So you can create here. So like this you can create number of text files. Say for example, you have downloaded some text files from someone. You want to check the text files, means you can choose your upload button. You can create a folder also. If you create an upload, it will ask for you to select where is your file. So select the file, wherever you have that file, give the location and take it. So this is another procedure for using the file menu. The second one is your file outline menu, will tell you the headings, subheadings, figures, tables, figure names, table names, figure numbers, table numbers, everything will be checked here. See, if at all you are doing 200 pages document, means if you want to keep track of figures, numbers, so by default if you give figure, means it will give figure numbers automatically. It will not ask you to give the number 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. By default it will fix. But you want to know what is 1.2 figure, what is 2.3 figure, means you can select here. If I want to choose the history, I can click on it, it will show me what is the content in history. That is file outline. The third window is your code editor window. This is the major box where we are going to write the program or write the code. So your code must always start with the /document class. It is the package which we are going to say whether I am going to use an article or a report or a book or what kind of document I am going to prepare. I have to give it here. And what is the title? I have chosen here as book. So I have given the title of the book as National Treasure 2004. So you should give a command called /title. Then you have a environment called begin, /begin. Whatever environment you are creating, like you want to draw a table, you want to write the equation, you want to write the figure. So whatever data you want to fetch other than your content, you can use the command called begin. So when you give /begin, automatically it will ask whether what you want to begin. Say for example, I am giving begin here. It will automatically ask you the environment. Whether you want to create an abstract for a paper, you want to align, you want to create an array, you want to create a description, you want to create an equation, you want to create a figure. So if you don't know what is the name you want to give, you can just use here. If you want to use a table, you can use table environment. So inside you should use that environment and then inside you have to create. So here we have used begin document. excuse me. So after beginning the document, I have preparing a book here. So each book has a chapter. So slash chapter is the command. Like how we used to begin here, we are going to use slash chapter. So chapter will have the chapter name. If it is not there, it will keep it as chapter 1. That's all. It will not give the name. I will write the content. So after writing one paragraph, I need to open a new paragraph. If the paragraph has a heading, you can give slash section. It means it will create a heading with the number by default. Then we have subsection. Then we have subsection. In article class alone, we can go for 3 levels. In book class, we can go only for 2 levels because chapter name itself will take it as 1 level. But in article chapter, there is no chapter, heading doesn't have a level, so only section, subsection, subsection is available. So you can write or design your work accordingly. So after doing all these things, if you want to know whether your work is correct or not, you can just compile your code. So either you can take your mouse and click here, or you can press Ctrl S. Automatically it will be get compiled. So it will look like this. So by default, the figure name, the page numbers, the header, footer, everything it will be fixed according to the document class what you have chosen. So you should be very much careful, like article doesn't have chapter name, book will have chapter name. So what are the content you want to write? First you have to prepare. Right. This is the blank project which you want to create. So now I have an issue like I want to submit a paper for a journal. Right. So I am going back to my original screen. Once you open your window, I am going back to my original screen. So I want to prepare an article for a conference. So let me know if you have the journal name or conference name, they will provide you the Latex version, or else you have to search here. Say for example, I am typing IEEE conference. So in this blank project, you can go for, let us take an academic journal. So it will show you what are all the list of journals available. So there is a journal for Emerald Publications, IE, CE article template, Universal Manuscript template. There are various templates available on particular. So if you can't go one by one means you can, there is a related tags given. You can use here. So let me take, like I want to go for IEEE official templates. So I will click on this IEEE official template. There are various templates available for this IEEE. So whichever you want, I want for conference publications, I will click on them. So automatically it will show here. So just open this template. Automatically that entire document under IEEE gets loaded under the name called conference_101719.text. So this is the Latex text available for IEEE conference templates. So you can select here and you can edit this entire template. Like say for example, let us see what is actually the content present. See, this is how the paper output comes. You want to submit like this. The title of your paper, if you have any subtitles, you can add it. It has first name, second name, third author, fourth author, fifth author, sixth author, abstract, introduction, easy of use. These are all the templates already fixed by IEEE. We have not doing anything. It is not the blank project. It is the project already existing. So you want to prepare any IEEE conference means you can use this template. So how do I edit my template? I have only one author. I don't have multiple author means you can go to that particular point. See first just don't worry about the top whatever we have. The first line alone you can see it is /document class and I have specified as it is a conference proceedings of IEEE transaction. So now you go to the title. We are not bothered about anything else. Don't worry now. conference paper. That is the title given. So let me edit this as design of solar powered electric vehicle. Whatever heading you have, you can choose that. So don't worry about what else given. If you want, you can use it, or else I don't want this, there is no subtitles given for me. So I don't want this means there are two things. One, you can select everything and delete. That is one thing. Or else what you can do is you can just press this percentage symbol. So if you press the percentage symbol, that line alone will not be executed. That line alone will not be executed. So you can just press the percentage symbol. So now I have edited only my title. Let us check whether that title is changed. I am compiling it again and see the design of solar power electric vehicle. I have kept that star, so that star is coming. So now our next task is to remove the authors. I don't want the other authors and all. I have only one. See the first author name, it is here. So that alone you keep it as it is. Wherever you are getting the second author and all, comment that line. Just to press the percentage. Okay, this is my third author. I don't have any third author and all. I have only one author. Right, I have removed all the authors. Now I will compile, and you can see there is only first author that is given. So inside that first author content, you can edit your name, your affiliation, whatever sort of you want, you can do it. But literally speaking, this type of creating your affiliation in your Word document is bit complicated when you compare with your Latex, because this division of column is already been done by Latex. But in Word, it is a bit difficult for the new person who is writing research paper. That particular top alone divide into one column and bottom and all converted into two columns. That is little bit complicated. So you can use this type of method if you know the conference template, whatever you have. So I will just give 1 minute time. Whether if you have any queries, you can just post that message in the group. So the participants, do you have any queries? You can please drop in the chat box. It is not clear. Jyoti Lakshmi, could you please explain what you want to know? Whether it is not clear means for diagrams. Yeah, we will just do that diagrams in next 2 days. How to change the alignment of that author. Yeah, because that alignment plays the vital role, right? Once you have done everything, it will automatically change. Whenever I create a document, the date appears, but I don't want it. How can I remove it? See, if you don't want to create a date, means you can just remove that make title. The date will not be there. So we have everything, it is available. So screen is not clear. Okay, fine. I don't know what best I can do it. Okay, so let me give you another example. Like we have a software, Springer template. Say for example, I have a Springer nature template. So I will just download that. Whether it is in Latex. Okay. So if you know the journal name, you can directly go into the journal and type the details. Like if anybody can say me good journal, I can just type it out. Any good journals, if anybody can. See, I am actually searching in Google, that screen will not be visible. So let me know if anybody is looking for good journals like what IJACS, Indian Journal of Advanced Chemicals in Science, okay. So whenever you go to any of these journals, there will be a journal template. Okay, this is giving me doc template. Okay. IJR journal. Let us seek some latex template. Okay, once just be in line. I'm just searching for that templates. Online submission, regular articles, review articles. I have so much, but today I couldn't able to get anything. IJCAS. Latex template. Okay, fine. இங்கே ஏதோ டவுன்லோட் பண்ணேன், அதுதான் எங்கன்னு பார்க்குறேன். Okay, fine. I think I couldn't able to. Okay, so here I have a journal for cleaner production elsewhere. Yeah, fine. Thanks for everyone to whenever I create a document, the date appears. I have already shown. Okay, so now let us go to our Overleaf template. So go back. So I'm going back. All this conference, IEEE conference, I have explained you. So you can search similarly in the new project, or now I have downloaded the template. So I'm going to upload that project. So go to this upload project. You can just select the zip file. Click on the select. And I have downloaded some Springer nature template, nature article. Okay, no problem. I will just have my right. Okay, so there is a publication called TransTech publication, scientific.net. So I have already worked on that, so I have taken the same thing. So if you do some activity or some journals, means you can just give your upload. So this upload will ask for, okay, right. See, I have created a new blank project. Let us take from journal, some name. I am creating it as journal. So already main text will appear. So don't worry about that main text. Go to this upload, select the files. I have downloaded from Springer Nature. So you have to check for latex source file. Just click on that, give open. So if you see that sn article.txt got loaded. So first I will compile it and see, see this is the man. Okay. So now you can see, like, so far we have not done any external templates. So now when we use that external templates, we got an error called sn-journal class is missing. CLS is class. So where is this class path comes? Like, we use a word called /document class. So by default you have article, book, beamer, everything by default is there. If you go for some specific journal, you have to include that class file also. So whenever you go and select, you should not supposed to include the latex file. Along with this class file also you have to upload. So by default in any of the journal, if you are downloading that package, you will get that all the related files. So now if you compile, you can see in the normal text how SN journal will appear. So this is the format. So I can just zoom it. So this is the format. The article title, first author, second author, the affiliation of the first author, the corresponding mail, your abstract, your introduction. So the things goes on. Results, this is an example for first level head equations. So they have specified you for 11 pages of the document how your document should look like. The figures, the equations, references, everything they have specified. So if you are going to use or if you are going to do any Springer Nature journal, either you are preparing in document, it has to be in this format, or you can just use this latex and remove that content. You can post your own headings here. Say for example, I am writing article title, I can write it as National FDP. You can edit and change and compile. It doesn't problem or doesn't make your main resource server problem. You are downloading a copy of the template and making use of it. Instead, if you want to create this type of article in Word document means, that is also that Word document template is available in the particular website. You can edit that also. But this is also possible, that is also possible. The only difficulty in latex is your output will be in PDF format only. It will not produce you any Word document. That is the problem or that is the difficulty. But if you are practice with your FDPs, if you are with your latex, this will be very easy for you. So this is how you can upload your latex template from any journals. You have to first download from the journal website to your local desk, and from here you have to upload that file. So you can also give directly the URL, or you can from another project. What is this another project is, you have already created n number of projects. So from that project you want to import the template means you can use this project. So it will ask for what is the project name. So I have done this much of work. So from where you want to select. I will give the source and I will ask which file you want to copy. I will select which file. So all these things are possible. File name in this project. The same name we cannot use. You can use some other name. So after doing this, if you click on create, automatically that content will be copied here. Say for example, I am giving main text. So I am giving another name as version 1 and I will give create. So automatically here main underscore version 1 is created from that book or from that topic. So you can download that text file or .latex file and you can compile it, or whatever you want you can do it. So this is how you can copy from another project, but from yours only you can do. From external URL, from Mendeley source, from Zotero. So these are all the sources available for you to do your work. Now the main advantage of this is like you want to share your project with somebody. Say for example, your supervisor is in some other institute, you want to share this file so that the supervisor can add on some inputs means you can click on which file you want and there is an option to share. So you can like share this. So you can use this command to share your document. It will ask for the email ID which has this Overleaf credential. So that ID if you use, this document will be shared by both the people. So both of them can log in and do the whatever content you want to change, you can do it. Whatever task you want to do, you can do it. So far we have done the creation of latex, subsections and table of contents. So as already stated, so tomorrow we will see the styling of pages, how to format, how to multi-column your page document and all, how to have 2 or 3. When we are using some journal templates, journal name appears in footnote. How can we remove that if we want to target some other journal? we can remove it. Once you have to copy down that and you see the header and footer, the comment, what they have given for header and footer, there you can go and change according to your requirement. International Journal of Ayurveda Research, okay. If you want, you can try. So I request the participants, if you have any further queries, you can just post it in the chat box. I hope the session was audible and it is understandable. Like, if you are comfortable, we can go with YouTube live. Alright. So do you have any queries? You can just post it in the chat box. So shall I consider there is no queries? Right. Okay, so the online participants, I am sharing you the today's attendance and the attendance link in the chat box. So kindly fill your attendance link and only once the response is allowed. So kindly submit your attendance and feedback form, and this is for day 1. So in day 2, day 3, day 4 you will have like this. On day 5 you will be provided with an assessment. You have to submit that assessment so that your certificate will be given to you after 15 days of completion of this FDP. Any queries you have, please let me know. Okay, I request the participants to fill the feedback form. So please fill the feedback form. This will not be posted in the group. Right. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow we will meet you again at 2 p.m. Thank you. ஸ்லாஷ் பிகின் ஒன்று கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க எங்கேயோ, அது ஸ்லாஷ் எண்ட் ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே இது கொடுக்கணும். நீங்கள் எண்ட் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க, அந்த மாதிரி இது எரர்ஸ். நான் உங்களுக்கு சரி பண்ணி கொடுக்குறேன் சார். எனக்கே இது ஒரு இந்த லாங்குவேஜ் அதான் ஓகே சார். நான் எனக்கு இந்த ஃபைல் மாத்திரம் கொடுங்க, நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணி பார்த்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு எப்படி எரர் எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணுறது பண்ணிக்கலாம். நான் வாங்கிக்கிறேன், பென்ட்ரைவ் கொடுத்து வாங்கிக்கிறேன். சரி, நான் பண்ணித்தரேன் சார். சரி. The attendance link and feedback form are same, so we don't have any separate form. Only on the day 5 we have something called assessment form that will be shared to you on day 5. So thank you for valuable participations. I look forward your participation on the next 5 days. Thank you.